Have you listened to recordings of what you knew to be illegally obtained voicemail messages?
I do not believe so, no.
Well, you either did or you didn't. I don't think it's a question of belief.
No, it is.
Have you listened to recordings of what you knew to be illegally obtained voicemail messages?
I do not believe so.
You listened to a tape of a voicemail message, is that correct?
I listened to a tape of a message, yes.
But it was a voicemail message, wasn't it?
I believed it was, yes.
And then you deal in more detail here with what you heard. It was heartbreaking. The couple had clearly had a tiff. Heather had fled to India and Paul was pleading with her to come back. And then he even sang something into the answer phone, as you say. So you listened to all of that. Did you know that that was unethical?
Not unethical, no.
Why not?
It doesn't necessarily follow that listening to somebody speaking to somebody else is unethical.
But on the tape of a voicemail message, you didn't think that was unethical?
Well, it depends on the circumstances in which you're listening to it.
But can you tell us something about the circumstances which might lead us to think that it was not unethical?
I'm afraid I can't, no, because I'm not going to do anything that may identify the source.
But the source would only be someone who was participating in the same unethical activity as you were. Isn't that true?
Well, you're presuming it's unethical.
Well, let's give it this way, think about it this way, Mr. Morgan. Without identifying your source, the only person who would lawfully be able to listen to the message is the lady in question or somebody authorised on her behalf to listen to it. Isn't that right?
Possibly.
Well,
Sorry, what do you expect me to say?
Well, put forward another possibility, if there is one, I think.
Well, I mean, I can't go into the details of this without compromising a source, and I'm not going to do that.
well, I am perfectly happy to call Lady McCartney to give evidence as to whether she authorised you to listen to her voicemails. If she didn't, she may say she did, in which case you're not compromising anybody. But if she didn't, then we can proceed on the premise that it's somebody else, can't we?
Well, what we know for a fact about Lady Heather Mills McCartney is that in their divorce case, Paul McCartney stated as a fact that she had recorded their conversations and given them to the media.
Well, maybe I'll do that then.
Was your source an employee of the Daily Mirror?
I'm not going to go into any details about the source.
Well, I don't think you'd be identifying the source if you were to tell us whether or not the individual, was an employee of the Daily Mirror. Can you not do that?
I'm not going to start any trail that leads to the identification of the source.
Thank you.
Ross.